Hi all. Welcome to another day on this JMeter training. And as a recap, we are currently going through these topics where we are talking about test executions, right? So since we are meeting after a long time, so I'll just give a recap. Okay. So we started from here, test execution and HTML dashboard report generation. So we first talk about these topics. Of changing the lines in user.properties file, then this thing, then why we disable unnecessary stuff, then about the LG machine where we should have them, then this heap thing, correct? Where we talked about how much heap we should give and how much user load can be generated from a single system. What are the factors that affect them, right? We talked about this thing. Uh, then uh, even I explain all these lines also, right? So it will be there in the previous two videos, all these things. Then we executed a test, correct? And then we had a HTML dashboard report. We used two commands to do that. So one was this command, which was segregated in two commands, this one, and second step, this one, or this is single line command. Generally, you can go with anyone, but single line is also preferred. You'll see people always preferring single line. Okay. When let's say it's all depend. There is no such problem in going with anyone. Next is yeah, we talked also about this, what this command means. Then some tips and tricks also we discussed, and we talked about this uh, the commands for executing on Linux and Ubuntu. Then we had a discussion also on understanding the summarizer, right? After that, then I think we ran two tests. Okay, we understood the report in little depth, right? Users, loops, how that affect. Correct. So we had a two or three tests. Then we talked about this parameterization of the important parameters using P function. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Okay, where we see how we pass the value for this parameters and using P or this thing. Okay, there are three ways where we can pass using dash J method. First, we parameterize using dash P, then passing is using dash J, or through user.properties file, or through custom.properties file, right? So that we discussed. And then, yeah, this was one additional topic of how to run two tests sequentially, one after another. That was the thing that we discussed in the last, where we closed. Okay, last time we met. Fine. So continuing with that, so few more things we'll understand in the reporting only. First thing is, suppose in report, the default value always comes in millisecond. Okay, so we can always change that. Right? You see, by default, it's a millisecond. So if you want, you can change that in seconds. Okay, so first thing we'll see that how to do that. Okay, sometimes it looks good. Millisecond, the value are more bigger, and it will not. It is understandable. But suppose this is, if you see this is 1382. Okay, means 1382 or 1382 milliseconds. But if it is shown in 1.3 second, then right, it is good to read, right? So that is one optional change, and I think it's a good change. So I generally teach that, but it's not required. It's not a mandatory thing. But I'll show you quickly how to. So for that, we have to go in JMeter folder, and then in bin directory, and then we have templates. Yeah, sorry, report templates. Yeah, report templates. Mm. Okay, so once you open that, then we have this. Yeah, okay. So once you open the JMeter, then bin directory, and then we have to go in report template, and then we have to go inside content folder, the content directory, content. And then there is JS. JS means JavaScript. So we'll go inside that, and then we will open this dashboard. This one, dashboard.js.fmkr file. Okay. Right. So we have to open that in Notepad or Notepad plus plus. Notepad plus. Fine. So what we have to do is see in this report. In this report, right? This is called abstract table, and this table is called a statics table. Okay, this table has a name called a statics table. So we'll see. Yeah. So first thing is we have to change this this value or this message called ms to second. So that you can find uh, same that dashboard.js.fmk file. If you just scroll a little bit slowly, yeah, slowly, or you can just do Control F also. Like if you do scroll slowly little bit, you'll see that here response time or okay, here, or you can do Control F. So like that also. So instead of ms, you write ACC. ACC. Okay. So after changing that, we scroll down and scroll down. So you'll see this create abdex table. So this is about whatever content you see, it's about abdex table. Next, slowly you see here create a statics table. So in this statics table only, uh, from here switch index. Right? So this from here to here till return, you can just copy and till here, and you have to replace that with another code which I'll be giving. So actually, what we'll be doing that in code. Every value you see error, not error, but mean, median, percentile, 1, 2, 3. This all will be divided by 1,000. Okay, and because that average, mean, median, these are the value which we need in seconds, right? So how it will be converted in seconds? Millisecond divided by 1,000 will be seconds, correct? So that is the approach. It's very simple. So I think that code given yesterday also, I believe. Yeah. Line change. Yeah. So this article is also there on perf factor. So this, right? You see, I'm dividing that with 1,000. This solution generally I only found. If you see on internet, right? No one is giving this solution. I found some long back. So just copy this from here to here till here, and I just said same from switch index to again return item. Simply replace. Right. So this is the dashboard.js file, a static table. From here to here, you have to just select, and then you have to copy this one and just replace here. Very simple. So you see from switch index on this average, right? You see divide by 1,000, divide by 1,000. This is the simple change. Now after this, if we generate the report, okay. So I'll be doing that. We will be doing that. But yeah, so after that, whatever report you'll be generating, you'll always see the value in seconds. Okay, even from existing report, like existing report means um, like uh, existing .jtl file that we have, right? If you generate the report, uh, we can always have the new report with seconds. So that is when the second commands come. That is the usefulness. Right? Suppose we already have JTL file. This is one line command, right? Like when we run the test parallelly, we write the result to JTL file, and from JTL we generate the output directly. But suppose we already have JTL file and you want to generate only output directly. So this command will. So this all command comes handy, helpful depending on situation to situation. Hmm. Okay. Next. Right. So we'll generate that. But before that, let us see some other thing. So next is stopping the test in non-GUI mode. Right. So this thing, whenever we run a test in through CLI or non-GUI mode, so if you want to stop the test, correct? So what we do is uh, means like when we are running the test like this, and this is the summarizer that come. Now suppose in the middle you want to stop the test, okay, because of some issue or whatever. So how we will stop? Because in JMeter GUI we have that stop button is there, right? But here there is no such thing. So that time in JMeter bin directory, okay, uh, here in JMeter bin directory only we have this shutdown dot cmd and stop test dot cmd. Okay. Any of this, when you double click on that, it will stop the test. Okay, by double clicking on this or this. Okay. So suppose on the console, right? This is the console where we are running the test. Summarizer will be coming, but unfortunately, you want to stop the test. So you can go to the bin directory and run this either shutdown dot cmd or stop test dot cmd, and it will send a command here to stop, and it will terminate the test. So you can try. This sh file is for when you are executing on Mac or Linux. That time is on this stop, right? So that's why you see same file name, but extension is different, right? Why? Because the CMD are for Windows and sh are for Mac and Linux. Okay, purpose is same. Purpose is same. Fine. So that is one thing, and right. So now I'll tell you the difference between this. Okay. Okay. So this can be asked in interview. It's a very technical question, right? Okay, one thing I forget to tell in this dashboard.json fmkr file where we replace, right? So after replacing this, you have to save. So save that. Fine. So coming back to this technical difference, I always understand, right? Why you will be also having this doubt that right, even we'll try to run and then I'll show you practically. So we'll go to the suppose this will be run 8. users. Any user 10 user and we are running on 29th. So last session we had on 15th. Right? Very huge gap. Oh. 15 days. Oh. Okay. So if I run this, and next file space dash j, which shows equal to 10 dash j 2. Okay. What I'll do, I'll not generate the report like as you know dash l and nothing will give, right? I'll not be giving. I'll simply be running, right? Because we have to just understand. So suppose I'm running it. So I have hit the enter button. So this will come in on this. Then okay. So this will also come like create the tree successfully, and then this results will be displayed. 10 user it has started. So suppose I want to stop it. So how will I stop? Right? So that was the concept. So we will go to the bin directory. I forgot which JMeter. But I have two JMeter I have. This is JMeter 1. Oh. This wait, just this all thing I changed in JMeter, another gym. Do not get confused why is another JMeter, because I have another batch at 8 p.m. which just started. Okay, so that's why. So I have two JMeter, so some confusion has happened, but I'll revert those back. First, I will stop this. There's some errors. It should use JMeter 1. JMeter 1 is ours, means for this batch. So any change for this batch will go in this JMeter. Fine. And we will go in chapter 1. Now we are in that. I'll run that command. JMeter dash and dash t whatever. It's running, right? Suppose 10. Now, if I want to stop, okay, so I have to just double click on that stop test.cmd one time. Here it will ask continue, press anything to continue, press anything, and that console will close. And if you come here and you see, it will say that shutdown command received, right? And I'll stop. Okay, so like that. One more, and this is for shutdown. One more time, I'll run it. So again, it's running, right? So you can see here. Again, it started. Now we'll do with stop test. So here is stop test.cmd. Simply double click on that, and one console will come, and it will ask you press any key to continue. So you can press anything, and that console will vanish. And you can always come and you can see here stop test command received, right? And test will be stopped, right? So this is the way you can stop technical way. Understand? technically this is the way given to stop any test on the console, right? Now, next thing is, apart from that, you can use the default command of command prompt, which is Control C or Control X. So anything that we do on our command prompt, okay, anything here, this is command prompt, and anything you do and you want to stop it, so we press Control X, okay, or Control C. So Control C is for Windows command prompt CMD, and Control X is for terminal. Terminal means in MacBook we have terminal, or even to you have terminal, and there you want to do anything. So you can press Control C or Control X. But remember, this Control C and Control X is the default system command, means that system command. Okay, these two commands are especially given by JMeter to stop the test. Okay, so this is the default console command, right? So this is nothing related with the JMeter. It's a default thing. Force stop you can use. It's a CMD or terminal command. Also, while we do the distributed testing, we should not use it to stop any test. Okay, when you are doing distributed testing, you should use this. This is just a general command on for anything you do on CMD, and you want or terminal and you want to stop it. So I'll show you. So again, suppose it's running, right? And I'll press Control C. Okay, I'm going to press Control C. So it's asking Control terminate batch job. So you have to Y for yes, no for no. So yes, and it can stop. So anything you do here and you want to stop it, remember Control C is for Windows to stop anything on command prompt, and Control X is for stopping anything on the terminal on Mac. Okay, but so that is a general command for terminals and command prompt. The JMeter has given this to stop for stopping the test. Now coming back, what is the exact difference, right? That what we were talking. So even here also you see that we have this stop and stop test. So if you just hover your mouse here, the first one, what it is saying, stop, right? And this is called shutdown actually. Okay, so shutdown and stop. So this is shutdown and this is a stop. So first one is a stop, and the second one is shutdown. Shutdown. So shutdown and stop, right? Yeah. So this is shutdown. This is a stop. You can hover the mouse and it will show. This is stop. This. Now, so generally in GUI we use this to stop, but non-GUI how we do that, right? So we do using that by default to stop, where there's the stop test command or shutdown command, right? And this is the general one. Okay. Now, what is the difference between these two? Okay, that will be they can ask, or you should also know technical difference. So see, shutdown dot command will stop the test gracefully. Okay, gracefully. Gracefully means slowly. Okay, slowly. And stop test dot cmd will stop the command abruptly. Right. Now, what is the meaning of that? Right, the gracefully and so technical. If someone asks, right, so what will be the answer? So see, gracefully means slowly, and abruptly means sudden. But that is not a technical answer, right? Gracefully and suddenly, correct? What? Because yeah, that is the meaning of that. But what is the technical difference? So see, gracefully means suppose tests are running. Okay, so I will show you here in GUI. Suppose we will be running a test like 10 users, and when I run this, you will see users are running, right? So what happened when you press shutdown? Okay, shutdown gracefully. So when we press this is shutdown. Yeah. So I pressed shutting down. Slowly it will shut down. You see, slowly. So now slowly it has shut down. It has just stopped the test. Now what? If you see, it has taken some time also. Correct. Again, I'll show you. Right. I'll clear this and again run this, and this is the shutdown one. Okay. And if I just click, you will see a message will come, see, and slowly it is shutting down all the test thread and slowly it has stopped. You see, slowly it has done. And parallelly, if I run it again, and this is the stop one, so you will see sudden, it will do sudden stop. So it's running. Now I will do this stop. I just press this stop. So you see, suddenly it has a stop. Right? Hope you will see. And what is the difference? So see, when we press the shutdown, so difference is that when we are running the test or when test is running, so few request has already been fired. Okay. And means 10 users are running or 100 users are running, obviously they have sent the request, right? Now, when you hit the shutdown command or shutdown button, so JMeter allows all of this request which has already been fired to receive the response. Okay. And then they will be stopped. Understand? So they will receive the response and then they will be stopped. So that's why it is taking time, right? It takes time. Okay. It's take, this is shutdown. You see, I'll just press. So that's why it's taking time. It is allowing the all the requests to receive the response and then slowly it is stopping them, right? That is the technical difference. Understand? All requests which has been fired when you have pressed the shutdown command, they will receive the response and then slowly all will be stopped. But when we done a stop test, okay, so it will suddenly stop. See, suddenly it is stopped. Sudden. So that time it do not worry about whether they receive the command, they receive the response or not. Where it is there, where all requests are there, just stop there. That is the meaning of this. Okay. So that is the technical difference, right? Here, all requests which are being fired when this command is triggered, the request will receive their response and then they will all be stopped. So that's why it take time. Okay. Here, it will not bother whatever request fired, where they are. Forget it. Just stop. Right? Just stop. Okay. So that is the technical difference. That's why it takes time and it's fast. Okay. We can use anyone, but generally this is suggested so that we could have the result for at least whatever request is fired. Right. In a stop test, if you suddenly stop, so you'll see some request failing as well. Unnecessarily, you'll see them failing because it's not your problem, right? Those requests got fired and you press a stop test, so they didn't receive the response, right? So that time they will show failures. Okay, so it's not a problem. So this one is preferred when we done a generally when you are doing a good load test. Okay, so you should go with this. This is a general command. Okay, generally we do not use, especially in distributed testing. Also, we do not use, but you can use depending on your situation. Next thing is importance or drawback of JTL and CSV test result file. Okay. So see that CSV file that we have, right? Okay. Or the JTL file that we have where the test results are stored and from them we generate the report. So it has some beauty as well, right? So what are the beauty? So that is what importance and drawback. So first importance is we can generate HTML report any number of times in non-GUI mode or GUI mode from that JTL file. When suppose you already have a JTL file and again you want to generate a report, right? Let us say generate a report. So this is already existing. It is of 15th October only. Right? Control C and enter dash G JTL file path dash O output direct. Okay? Output direct. So output directory name I have given a separate name _2. Why? Because we already have previous one, right? So this is same JTL from that we generated a result on that day. And today from the same JTL, I generated one more time, right? You can see date is also there. And so you see, that is the beauty. JTL is there and we can generate a report n number of time. And this time in this report, you'll see all value are in second. Same, I'll open this one. Yes, 15%. Even user tool is open. Why is it? Okay, I think we didn't have report, first report from this 16th October is there. Not an issue. You can not what let it be. So my purpose was to show that. So any JTL we had, we can always generate the report. Even from here already, if report is there, you can regenerate from this also, right? And what I was saying that if this time you'll see the values are in second. Okay, see this is how it looks. Little beautiful it looks. All value are in second, right? So it is easy to read compared to this, this. Right? These are in milliseconds. Okay. So that is the first beauty. Second beauty is you can open that JTL in view result tree or in aggregate report listener to view result status like HTML report. So this JTL file, you can always add a view result tree and uh, you can open them in I'll take any failure is there or in let me see. Okay, I think our all test has passed. I'll take one test. There is a failure. This 100 user test I did long, but so there also we have JTL. Right? So I'll just open that. So we can always open that and you can see. Okay. So here you see some failures where there in that test. Generally, every time I'm showing this, or many time I've shown this 100 user test. Okay? I did long, but generally I do not suggest anyone we should not do long user test, right? A huge user test and in the region also. But just to show you guys, I did one and I've kept that so that I can show you. So that time when same thing, it is same scenario, homepage till product booking, right? You see, so confirm failed here, right? And my account here, my order also there was some error, so that you can see here it's showing, right? So that is the beauty of JTL. Suppose you just want to see the errors, okay? So if you by default open the JTL, so you will see success means the success one as well and the error one also. But suppose you just want to see the errors, so you can put a check mark in. It's like also just clear this and put a check mark in errors and then upload that same JTL again, right? So only error will be shown, right? Suppose you want to see only success, so you can put a check mark and reload this, clear this and reload that JTL, right? So you can see only success. So that is the benefit. Another benefit, like you can open that same JTL in aggregate report and you'll see the table in same way. Okay, see uh, so aggregate report is what it's almost similar to HTML report. Okay, you see same thing, same value, another thing will reflect here. Only thing, one or two column will not be there, and which column is not there? Average, median, mean, max. Average means all columns there. All columns. Product put is what transaction. Receivables. Okay, one column is not there. And what is that column? You know, this number of errors, error percentile and number of error, right? So number of error is converted in percentile. So in our aggregate report listener, right? percentile error percentile column is there, but number of error column is not there. Right now, actually, what happened long back, um, generally, this is HTML report now, and now everyone is using this. But long back, this was not there. Okay, in JMeter, it came in JMeter from I think version 4.0 or something from 3.8 maybe. Okay, so but before that, people used to use this aggregate report one. So you see, that's why you see all thing is same. Okay, everything is same. This whole thing is same. If even the value and all thing is showing the same. Only thing here, since we changed that to in seconds, so value are in seconds, but by default all value are millisecond. Always remember here. Here we cannot change in GUI mode. um, all value will be always in millisecond, remember. Okay, only for HTML report we can change. Just now we did one change, right? So we can convert, change this only for HTML. Otherwise, by default, it will be how it will be looking. It will be looking like milliseconds one, correct? Millisecond, right? So that is only difference. Otherwise, everything will be same. So earlier people used to use this. They will generate the JTL, and JTL they used to open in aggregate report, and they will have the tabular form. And even if you want, you can save this in Excel file, right? Like you see CSV or Excel. Excel is what, CSV is what, Excel only. You can save it in Excel file only, right? So people used to do like that earlier, because from that JTL they needs the report, right? Yeah. So this was the earlier form, but now after 3.8 or 4.0, this came. So people are using this. Yeah. So, but that is the usefulness of JTL file. You can open JTL in aggregate report as well. Plus, there are more beauty. I'll tell. Another beauty of this is that you can open that in. Okay, before that, I will tell you about one more listener. So, listener name called summary report. Summary report is not used that much, but there are some columns are there. Only one column is there, which is extra, called standard deviation. Okay, so same JTL you can click here to know about a standard deviation. Right now, what is meaning of a standard deviation? Deviation means uh, like how much is the deflection from the general trend in the response time, right? How much it is deviating. Correct. So that is the meaning. If you want to understand more about the standard deviation, it's in maths. We have read it. So if suppose you have forget, so you can Google it and read about that standard. What is the meaning of standard deviation in depth? So that a special column comes in summary report. So that time we use it. Otherwise, there is no use of summary report. Okay, this standard deviation column is again, that's why it's not that much important. Also, that's why it's not there in our HTML report as well. Okay, so that is about summary report, listener. Okay. There is no such more use of this, but just I have told you so that you should have an idea. Then there is one more listener which is very important, and its name is view result tree, view resulting table. So first is view resulting tree, you know that, and there is here view resulting table. So few listeners are there which are very important. I'll just tell you. Listener view resulting tree, aggregate report, backend listener, then save responses to a file, simple data writer, and view results. So currently we have used all of this, like this we have used, this we have seen, this we have seen. Backend listener will see in TV graph session, and this will see in file download upload scenario. This we will see today only, probably, or tomorrow. This we'll see now. View results in table. Okay, so I've added it. Now, what is the importance of view result in table? Okay, so remember. Okay, Okay, so what is the importance of this view resulting table? Right. So to understand this, first understand this small stuff that see, whenever we are running for one user or two users, okay, there will be different response time for all of the users. Okay, so I'll show you. Suppose we are running for two users, just understand. After opening, just remove this file from here, correct? Do not keep it. Fine. So I'm running for two users. Let's see. I'm stopping it. So you see here, there is home page here and there is home page here. So if you see 1.197 means 197 millisecond. So in seconds, it's 1.197. So I'll write it 1.197 and this 0.85. Same, suppose enter story you see 0.228 and this enter store here 0.264. You see, so you see two user different response. See, response time will be closure. Means you see all are in 2 seconds only, or this is all are within 1 second. But it will never be same. Okay, suppose you are running for 1,000 user, 2,000 users. For few user, it can be same, but it never remains same. Always there will be some difference in some value. Okay, at some decimal places, right? Always remember. Even we run for 3 user, 4 user, 5 user. I'll run it for 5 user. Okay. And you can see, just let us clear all. Just a start. So here you see 1.204, here 957, here 941. Okay, only home page I'm seeing. Here 880. Do you see? And another home page is here. 5 home page are there. 107. So you see all 5 are different, right? All 5 are. But what happens in aggregate report, aggregate report names is aggregated, means cumulated or summarized. Okay. So it shows that, okay, for 5 user, what is average, what is median, what is 90, 95, what is minimum, what is maximum, what is, yeah, this all we see in aggregate report, or this is what we see in here HTML report, that, okay, for 100, what is this average, mean, mix, what were those value, right? So it's consolidated, understand? For all 100 in one go, it is consolidating and showing us. But we ran 100 times, right? So every 100 time it will be different response time, correct? We have just seen, right? So that we cannot see here. Now if you want to see that, so that time this view resulting table always comes. So just now we did a test, right? So you can see here home page here, here, here. So do you see 1071, 880, 941, 957, 1204. You see all are different, right? That is the case. Same goes for interest too. So this is interest too, 231, another at 267, 229, 212, like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more will be downside. 5, fifth interest for somewhere here it is 280. So you see all are different, right? All are different. So now you got the idea of view resulting table. So meaning of view resulting table is, you can always, if you want to know that, okay, I ran for 100 times, or I ran for 10 times, or I ran for 14 times. If I want to know that for each time, what is the, so 14 times means 14 times it will be executed, right? Here a home page, we have just seen what is the meaning of that. Home page got executed 5 times, so we see 5 different response time for same home page, right? But in aggregate report and in HTML report, it's aggregated. But now you want to see it individually 14 times or individually all 100 times. If you want to see, means it's not mandatory, but suppose. So you can always open that JTL in view result in table. You can see here. So you see this is 100 time report where each transaction is executed 100 times. So you can see here our home page 100 times it's showing. So it's very big, right? You see, I'm scrolling down. Same enter store or 100 times, like that, right? So like that. Okay. Product looking, all transaction item ID, all 100 times we can see. So I'm opening the 101 JTL. You can open any JTL, any test you are running, right? Suppose like whatever test you executed and that JTL you have, you can open that JTL, right? And if you want, you can see the individual run or execution response time as well. So that is the beauty. Okay, that is the beauty. So these are the beauties of JTL file. Remember, these are the beauty of JTL file, right? Okay. So this is how JTL file, you can do many things with the JTL file. Once JTL file is generated, you can do this all thing, right? Now, there is one drawback also. That is a very important thing. We cannot get or see or view the error log detail. Means what? Like I just said, suppose there is an error, okay, and that is the analysis part. Remember that suppose for 100 users, we see there is an error here, right? In confirm, okay, or in my orders, correct? So okay, so this is if you remember long back in PTLC lifecycle, I explained that after running test we do result analysis, reporting, then benchmarking and recommendation, right? So this is analysis. So once we have a report, we have uh, we have to analyze the report and we have to report it, right? So suppose you had the report, you have gone through that, then you analyze it. Okay, here are some failures, some response time increasement. This much is failure. What kind of failure? Okay, so 500 series internal server error is coming. 500, right? The status code. So these are the reports. So you analyze, you will report this. Report means we have to keep the report somewhere. Maybe every team has some, maybe generally in Confluence page or somewhere we keep the reports. Okay, so so that it is kept for every time, right? So any team can always come and refer. Okay, this person did this run on that day. What was the result, right? So we have to keep the report somewhere as well. So you keep it, you analyze, and then you write. Okay, I did this. I did this test, let us say 400 user or 10 user 5 loop or whatever with this much think time, this much. Then this was the observation we have seen, right? So this is what reporting, right? So analysis and report. Then comes recommendation. Recommendation means where we. So this is called bottleneck, right? Bottleneck means issue. Okay, performance issue are called as bottleneck in performance testing. Remember. So this is bottleneck. So then we have to find the root cause of this bottleneck. That is called RCA, root cause analysis. So that time many things come. You have to find. So this RCA thing comes with experience, not initially you'll see, because let us say for now we are running this test. We cannot do RCA now, because to do the RCA we should have that application access, application log access, where there will be some tool, either suppose this application, our pet store is there on uh, Amazon, or there will be some log monitoring tool integrated with this application server, that is Datadog. So through that we monitor that whether CPU is going high, memory is going high, all this thing, right? Or there is database query becoming slow. Why this is happening? That is what finding the RCA. So RCA cannot be found through this. From here we can only do the analysis, that okay, we are getting this and this. Now to find this, we have to sit with the developers and the SRE team, and then we have to monitor the server logs, right? Server log, remember, application log. So currently this is not with us, so we cannot do that. But in proper project, the setup will be there. You will be having the access, or someone will be having access. He might give you, or suppose he is not giving also, so someone will be monitoring them. So they will debug. Okay, they will debug into this, and then they will find out that, right, this is what okay, why this is occurring, why this problem is coming, right? So that is what uh, finding the root cause and other things. Okay, so that is a step. Now understand that suppose while doing the RCA, means root cause analysis, for the problem for this transaction or for this transaction, suppose developer ask you that, or the manager or some senior ask you that, can you give us the logs for this request? Okay, logs means what request sent and what response was received from the server, so that we can match or we can do further analysis, right? So that time it becomes problematic. Okay, because this JTL file, suppose I open that, and here just only I'm choosing the error, so I've selected errors. So if you click on this request, it is showing okay 500, fine, but you'll not see anything, request body or response body, so that you can do the debug that or analysis, like what is the exact thing coming. Right, to do the analysis we do exact stuff, right? We have to know what is the exact thing coming, even no response header, nothing, right? For all it will be like that, right? So that is one drawback, that is one drawback. We cannot read the, we cannot view the detail uh, error log, and then how we will give that to your developers, right? So that is also a challenge, right? So that is where we have to come up with the additional stuff which we will be learning here, right? So in this stuff we are going to learn that how to overcome this challenge. So that is a drawback of JTL. So to overcome this, we have to apply. So to overcome that, we have to apply this thing, like saving the request and response data for failing error request, failing or error request for a test while test execution to a file, that is XML, right? So there are two drawback of that. Do not worry about that. This topic is not that much of importance. Forget about it. First, we'll learn about what to do. Okay, how to do. So to do that, okay, in our script, remember. Uh, so you got idea about this aggregate report and all those things. So we will not be needing from deleting. This is usual training this, or let us say I'll disable. Generally, when we do a load test, we disable. We do not keep. Now, what we have to do is we have to add a listener called simple data writer listener. Okay, simple data writer. So this listener, you just right click on test one, go to listen, and click on yes, simple data writer. Now, what you have to do is once you have added first thing, then go to configure. Uh, we have to give a file name. Okay. And what file name it will do? It can be anything like So in the same location, right? Suppose you can give a file name called we are already in PH01 PB folder. So suppose next run we will be doing run 8 underscore something, right? Some, let us say 10 users or whatever. Okay, one loop or two loop, like two loop like this. And extension should be .xml. Remember .xml, right? So this is file name, then .xml, right? XML, and click on open. So automatically it will take the path hole, and this is the file name, and click on OK. Right. So this is one thing, file name we have to give. Next important thing, remember, we have to click on errors. Right? So click here errors, right? So that only error log will be shown. We do not need all the things. So compulsorily click error, because if you do not select error and so what will happen? The logs means request and response for all, even the success request and fail request will be saved to this file, and this file become very huge. Okay, size of XML file. So many time it will be problematic to open that file. JMeter hangs when you will be opening this to see the error log, right? So that's why only save the error logs for the error request. So we have to compulsorily check this. And next thing we have to go to configure and compulsorily check this here. Save as XML, very important. Very, very, this also important. So this is very, very important. So save as XML, then this all you can check mark on, right? And all you can put check mark, but this is very, very important. Right? And click on done. Okay. Now you run the test. So we can run from GUI, but for now we are learning from non-GUI. So suppose I will revert this back to 1. And for better understanding, I will close this JMeter also. Let us say, yeah, run 8, 10 user tool loop. Okay. This one I'll delete so that we'll have a clear idea. So I'm deleting all existing result from this folder. Now, suppose so JMeter, JMeter dash n dash p dash p. Then uh, JMX file, which is here. Then dash j dash, dash j users equal to 10, dash j equal to loop was equal to 2. Or this parameter we can pass from user input user dot properties file or custom dot that you know, right? For now I'm passing from here only. Then GTL file, right? So suppose run 8, right? Run 8, 10 users. One loop we will do 10 because two loop will take much time. Right? One loop. Let's say one loop only will. It's going to take much time. So yeah, I'll delete loop 1. Or by default in script loop is 1, so no need to give. Okay, only users 10. Then dash L JTL file space dash E space dash O and output directory. Correct output. So this is one line command I'm going to do. So now what will happen? You see here, in this result directory, do you see two files came? One is JTL file. You know about that, right? There is no like nothing to no confusion. But you see one more file came, XML file. Okay. So once current test result all is going in .jtl, means whatever the matrices that we see, right? The uh, this test, this results will it always goes in JTL file. and from this the HTML report will be generated. One test is, but in this XML file, this particular test run, error log detail will be saved. Okay, means suppose any error is coming and you want to debug that, right? That why that error is coming, because when error come we have to debug that. Maybe it is your problem, your script problem, or it is server issue. How we will know that, right? So we have to always debug it, because every time error, if it comes, it is not necessary that error is coming because of server issue. Maybe you have not done the scripting correct and you are not sure whether it is correct or not, but you think you are prepared and you are running, but error is coming because of your script only. How you will see? Because in non-GUI, that is what I have shown, right? That in non-GUI, we see the summarizer, and from the summarizer, when we run the test, we only get the JTL. If we open this JTL in view result, we will not get anything. Only we see the values. Values means the test matrices. These are called test matrices, values. Only those things we will see. But suppose we want to see the details of the errors, right? So how we will see that? Correct. It generally no error came, fine. But that's what I'm saying. So I'll show you. We have this 100 user, which I've saved as example. Yeah. So you can see your XML file is also there. I will open that and show you. See, this is JTL file. This is XML. So that's what I was currently talking, right? So suppose if error is coming, right? Like, so we have got XML. Now this XML file you can open in view result. Okay. So currently in this XML, nothing will be there. Its size you see 1 KB, because nothing is there. Why nothing? Because there is no error came. See, no error came. And we have report also for generate command. And you can see there is no error, right? So it's fine. But if error is there, then that will be there in the XML file. And this XML you can always open in view result. Sorry, view result. Yeah. So no need to open the even the script also, not required to open. Only you open JMeter and add that called view result tree, and you can go to browse. What is the location? This is the location. In that, go to that location, and suppose this is the example. You can select and open. So any error it will be displayed. Currently there is no error. Okay, so it's not in. We will go back to that 100 user. So you as an example, and we there is error, right? We know that. So I open the XML file, error log XML file here. See, error is. And now, so now if I click on any request, suppose here, so you see complete detail will be there. Request, what request is there? What request header went, what response body was there, what response header came. So something will be coming from server, and then developer will try to read this, or you can also debug with this. Comes with experience, right? If you try to get something from this, you can also answer them. Okay, we are finding this. There is something problem with this SQL query, insert query, right? So they will go and try to find, try to see in that SQL database. Okay, there is something. So like that, something will be displayed. You see, for all this, it's coming like that only, right? All this error. So this is the importance of saving the error log. Even let us say this is server problem. Suppose it is your script problem, right? An error is. So only when you have the error log, then only you can debug it. Debug means, what is meaning of debug? Debug means analysis, right? Fixing, right? So how we will fix it? Because that JTL, right? JTL doesn't have anything. Just now, again, we'll open the JTL. So in JTL, only error JTL. Yeah. So only error. So here we do not see anything, right? Error is coming, but we do not see anything in JTL. Neither in report you can see. In report also you'll only see the values, right? So this is a additional thing we have to add, and we have to do in the script. That what I taught using simple data writer, so that we had XML file, and for every run we can have, and uh, we can always what see the errors, whether it is error because of server or whether it is our script. We can always go and do the analysis. right? So this is a very important thing that needs to be added in the script, the final thing, right? This simple data. So right? So hope you understand that when we did this run 8. So this JTL is coming from where? From command line, the commands that we have. But this XML is coming from where? From the script using simple data writer. Right? So for every run, we have to change. Now I'll show you one thing. See, suppose next time we are running for 100 user or anything. So every time we have to go and update the file name here, right? We have to always open the file in the JMeter and we have to update. So this is not a good thing, means not a good approach, correct? That again, every time going, suppose next time you are doing run 3, run 4, run 5 or whatever, uh, 10 user, 20 user, 30 user, right? Or 10 user repeating it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 10 user, one loop 10. So every time you have to change the file name, opening that in the script and changing, which is it feasible thing? Not, right? Every time, why you will open that? You should not open the script. That's why so to change this user thing, another thing we converted that using p function, right? So that from command line or automatically all these things can be done. So for this also we can use a concept. And what concept? We can use the time function and automatically the files can be generated. So uh, yeah, so I'll show you how to do. Okay, so what we have to do is it's very simple. So this is our script, right? Product booking. So uh, this is the file location, right? Suppose still here, ps0pv, correct? This is the directory location here. Uh, this result time till here, right? Till here. So this is directory location that you know. Okay, so we will not change this here. We will change this that also in future, but for now let it be. Only this part. This is the file name, right? This is that we have to change. So instead of this, we can use a time function. So we can give which will be better time. Yeah, so this time is also coming in hard. Actually, I have only done it. There are two different ways. generally what happens, like in every sometime I'll find some good solution, so they will be kept in some different script, right? So so now we'll go with this. Later we'll change to this. So now we'll understand this. So what we have to do is time function. Okay. Users. This is same. This part I changed. I have implemented something, I believe. So I've changed it. Not an issue, do not. So for now, only this part, right? So what we have to do is from here, just delete it, and we'll go to time function, time, and we'll generate a time in DD, or YY, and this or uh, uh, this format. Okay, HHMMSS time. So that format will give here. So this is how it will be generated. I think the new approach, I'm using a different form. Let this here. I'm using this YYMDD reverse. I'm using this. There will be some reason for that. Remember, but generally here it shows date modified 29 October 24. But I have changed year first. There will be some region, some good region only. So, oh, okay, I remember, because see, all results in uh, any drive are arranged in hierarchy, right? So if we keep DD first, so the hierarchy will not be maintained, right? So year first we will take, so that year number will be in sequence. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so we'll keep this sequence. And this is our script. So let us go to the time function. Put it here. It will be generated like this, and plus right? So date and time and year, everything. Now after till here it's a folder directory, right? We will just delete this and we'll put that time. After that, what we'll give underscore users and the user variable underscore error log, right? So after this underscore users, and user variable will put it on here, so that for how many users it's running, automatically it will catch it. So dollar plot basis variable and plot basis close. That's it. So you're understanding, right? This users is user, and this coming as a variable. So suppose you are running 7 user, 10 user, automatically it will take, right? And this is just name will give underscore error log to differentiate between a JTL file and this. Okay. Excellent. Right. So now if I do like this, so next time I run for any number of time, let me close this, and next time I'll be running in any number of time, automatically you'll see here. I'll delete this and we'll see it again. And before that, we'll see one more thing. So even from command prompt, every time we have to change the yeah, every time you have to change the file name, right? Suppose you are running from command prompt, right? Every time. So we can overcome that by running this command, which actually I found this. Okay. Um, First one is better one, right? So here only what we have to change is, if you see in this command, this whole thing remains same. Only just put rectify this JMeter directory, whatever JMeter directory, rectify the JMX file, right, and the GTL file, okay, and test result also dash c dash the test result file, right? One line command. So first, let me copy this and put it here. So you see, this all will remain same, this C JMeter, right? Bin JMeter dot bat. So currently the JMeter directory we are using is JMeter one. Just update that. Okay, we'll change. Here it will be problem. Here one will change. So C drive JMeter one that I rectified. Then just rectify your file, JMX file. So our JMX file is this one. This all I have given yesterday to you guys. Okay, this commands and other thing. I'm opening from there. This we will update it. Then we need to update this path. Okay? Result directory. So our result directory will work. The dash L and from here to here till here control V. And this is for equal. Now we'll run. So now if you run this every time, so you do not have to give even the JTL. You see here, the time for JTL will be taken using this. So no need to always give the JTL file name every time. I'll put it, I'll run it. Okay. Oh, this I copied from them. So only this much we have to copy. Actually, this I found for only Windows. You can try for Mac or. So now if you see, currently, okay, it will run for 1 hour. I didn't given dash J and other thing. So it is going to run. One user, sir, not one user. Fine. But what I'm trying to show is that what was our purpose? Purpose was that if you go and check in the test result directory, it's not jumping. Okay, so it is the test GTL file. You see automatically the date and time and this thing came, right? Just like there is one, right? We just not given file. Then from where? Okay, user dot properties file. We deleted everything. Okay, where this Oh, here I've written user. This part, at least this part we can change. This I have to change user. So that's why it is taking. Okay. Mhm. So how many user you want? Just this one you update. So I'll rectify it just. So we'll stop this. It has executed not. We'll rectify one more thing. That also is failing. It's not going to the simple data. Right? Same problem. So suppose if you see that this file is supposed to go inside this, plus this date is also not getting correctly generated. So we'll see what is the problem. Okay. So we have to test it sometime whether it before running full fledged. You think might not work. Right. Suppose some mistake we can do. Did in Haribari, what I did. So D solve the test result PS0 PV fine. One PV. Hyphen is there. Okay, after hyphen dollar is coming. I believe double slash we have to give. Yeah, double slash we have to give. Dollar is regular expression stuff, right? Remember, and we have to escape that through double slash. We will change this. Do not worry. We have to go with this approach. Okay, there is a problem with this, so all I'll be explaining soon in next session. So generally, you see the separator is slash, right? But it is always suggested to go with either double slash or this forward slash. So we'll be changing it to forward slash. For now, since here dollar is coming, you see here in my that old script we have used this slash, right? So we'll be using that. For now, I have given double slash. Okay, so it will be rectified. So this is done. This is rectified. Next thing is that command. JMX file dash L. After this JMX, we can give like dash J dash J users equal to 8. Then dash L. This is JMX file here. Suppose user 8 here. And I see dash O output directly. Correct. This we have to copy now. So you have to just match. Only thing, this is the I have already made and kept. No need to change all this. Only the JMeter location to change the JMX file, right, which we have changed here. Then you can input these users either from here or from custom.properties file using dash q you can pass, right, or from user.properties file that you can pass, that you know, right. Then dash l for HTML report, sorry, JTL file which is here dot JTL. Then dash e dash o output directory, which is coming here. Okay. Of pet store test result is double slash the time, then underscore users. Yeah. So this time it will work fine. So you see again, I've just changed only users here, user 8, right? Stuff for here, user 8. Other thing like no need to change other thing. So you see again one more inside PBN you see to go. This stuff. Actually previous command was wrong, so fine. Now you see currently we are running user 8, right? So user 8 error log and user 8 GTL file. It's coming, right? So these all things are auto generated, right? So that is the beauty of going with this. Every time we do not have to give the file. Okay, next time the same command I can run again. I just change the users and here also user and here also no need to change other thing. Automatically new file with that particular date and time will be generated, and also XML file with that particular date and time will be generated. Okay, and it will be matching. If this is confusing, you see here, this is in 24-hour format. This is 12-hour format. So that you can change. You can go again to the simple data writer, and we have used what capital H, right? No, a small h we have used. So we can use capital H. Yeah, capital H will be better. Capital H. There we can change. So those value will also match. So you'll able to find, okay, this is JTL for that test. This is error log for that test. This is HTML report for that. You see, with same file, only this we will change. Then everything will look same, right? So now you can keep on running, and automatically everything will keep on generated, right? And that way every time changing the file name tension, right, that headache will go. So that is the beauty. Okay, that is the beauty. Again, if you see, I'll just run one more time, or wait, just will quickly rectify that. So that's why in every session I'll see um, uh, like some stuff will go wrong, so I keep something handy with me because we do not remember everything always, right? Here HH, right? HH, what we did, capital H, right? Capital H is for 24-hour format, and when we need 24-hour format, this A will not give. A is for AM PM. Okay. Now I'll close. So now you see I didn't change anything there, right? No file name I have given. Here also in this command, suppose this next run we will be running for 7 users. So I'll just change it here 7, here 7, and here 7. And this same command just go and execute. So now it will run for 7. And now if you see how beautifully JTL file, this is error log, you see in the same line it is coming, and we can identify using time and date. So that becomes the beauty. So the headache of changing the file name is gone. So this is some smart work we have to always do. We have to always implement in the script. That's why I'll final script I give in the last. Okay. Because every time who will give or keep on giving the file name, every time if changing the file name is problematic, right? Going or changing in simple data writer or JTL file also, if you're giving like this, it's take time. It take time. But if I'm going with this approach, I can just change here. See, few thing only I can change like that. Okay. So 7 user, and now this will also run, and automatically result will also be generated for that 7 users. So using this time and date, you will analyze anything in future that this error log is for which run, which test run, or this HTML report is for which test run. This is same, right? See, that is the beauty. Everything is coming same. Do you see this part? Right? So that way we can analyze in future also. Okay, these 3 files are related to the same test. Like that, next time I'll be running again 3 file, 3 file, 3 file. Okay, like that. Again, even 7 user one more time also. If I run the same thing, I'm not changing the same. Again, I'll run. See 7 user still one more time we can run, right? As I told you, same test we can run one more. So you see 7 user previous one, now this 7 user. But how we will identify the time, right? The date and time. This is another one. Now this is another one, right? This is this. So 7 users same, but different test, right? Different test. And this is going in sequence. So that's why I kept the year first, so that then month and then date, so that the hierarchy is maintained. Okay, so I believe it's very late for today, and yeah, we did a good session today. So this is how you will be saving the error log, right, for analysis, right, whether it is a server related issue or a script related issue, right. So now tomorrow we'll just do a last change. We'll see how to generate a report from GUI, and we'll also see reading the JMeter base directory. Okay. Generally, we should cover this first. Mm, okay. We are supposed to cover this first. It will be good. So we'll try that one. Reading the base directory. So what is that? Some changes I'm making on the go. So fine. So we will meet tomorrow. So this will be the last thing related to execution. Then we'll talk about a test suite execution, and yeah, after that, what is left? Some more, yeah, about reporting. I'll cover what is 90%. Then some error code. This is already discussed. We'll talk about some theoretical part again. Then we'll talk about these are notes you can do. Rule. Okay, rule. So interview question from this rule. Then we'll talk about distributed testing. Like that will go. Fine. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow. Bye.
Well, one
Hmm.
thing. In CMD command, like CMD, we are giving user number of users 3 times. So what if we use it one time and place all the users at once?
Need to check how to do. Somehow I find this only.
Here only you have given like time and
Ah,
so same
time.
same way
Time.
we can give in command if you see. Yeah, like that. See here, you have given $TS
Date.
as get
So
date
this is
and
a variable, right?
yeah.
Here it is
So
variable. Yeah.
yeah, so same way, I think we can
Comma.
define a user number also,
Mhm. And that variable using dollar will use the.
and then we can use every time like most of the time. Then we will be using 2 or 3 times we have to give user number. So only one time we have to change, and it will automatically be changed everywhere. Yeah, like that. You have to give quotes 10.
Ah, damn it. So uh, this we can do, but I now I remember. So sometime like suppose you are passing this value from the custom dot properties file, right? So that time there will be no need of this.
Oh, yes, yes.
So
Correct.
I think that's why I might have not given importance to this part. But yes, we can try. Just taking right. I'll do this 11. That is fine. See. Oh, semicolon. It's showing some error here.
Uh, should it be like we should remove the quotes because 11 is a integer. We are giving it as a string.
This one.
Yeah.
But maybe. Uh, but that is a file name. So
Yeah.
um,
Same.
okay, I'll check. Fine.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
ask
Yeah. Yeah.
Copilot
I'll
to
check.
do that.
Yeah.
I think that slash, that double quote before should be before the slash. That's maybe the issue. This,
This,
yeah, no, that above one, second line.
one second line here.
Here, it's a minus L slash. So,
Oh, this,
uh,
but I don't think this is needed. Okay. So this list, okay. This list I will give back. Now, one time that was also throwing error. Okay, we'll try. Why? Because the same thing is working here, right? So we should not change the existing one. This thing is implemented. Uh, or like suppose the hard coded stuff is working, so this all will work. Now problem is like suppose we are working with this, so then what is okay? So maybe this was no, but that is also true. I'll ask Copilot to fix it. That is this also Copilot will generate. Okay. Bye.